I have a question about immigration and the border and immigrants, illegal, whatever. Why are you so worried about it? Seriously, like really think about it. Why are you so concerned? Is it a burden on your life? What are they doing to you? Why are you so up in arms about it? And before you say, well, they're a burden to the economy. No, they're not. Them being here is highly beneficial across multiple subjects. Look it up. It's not that difficult. They pay taxes. Is it the crime? No, because you've looked that up, right? And you know that they're no different than us. We commit crimes, right? So you can't use that. So what is it? Seriously, really think about it. Don't say they're taking our jobs, because they're not. What they're doing is they're coming in here and they're doing the jobs that we won't do for the price that pays to do those jobs. And that feeds right back into the economy. Plain and simple. Look it up. All this stuff is, you can find it anywhere. Look it up. And don't say, well, they're violent. They're violent right now because ICE is kidnapping their friends and family. Period. Masked men are kidnapping immigrants. Point blank. I would be up in arms also, as would you, I would hope. And before you say, well, they broke the law and they're here illegally. You've never broken the law? Never? Never once? Nothing? You've never broken any law? What's the difference between the small laws or the laws you've broken and the laws they're breaking? Nothing. Nothing. It's just, that's where you say, well, they're immigrants and they're breaking the law and they need to get out of here. It makes no sense, because if you look it up, they are not affecting you at all. So explain it to me. Hop in my comments and let me know, because I'm confused. 1,000%. Let me know how immigrants are hurting your life.
Financially as well as emotionally. It takes a toll. You know, you get to know these guys. You become their friends, just not an employer, but a friend. And you see what happens to their family. It's quite a shock. They did everything right, and they all had their work permits. They all, a few of them have driver's licenses. They worked with me on the Navy base, which had to go through intense security, and they found out all about their past. And you become connected with them and more than just a boss-employee.
You voted for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did.
If you had a chance to sit across the president like you do now with me, what would you say to him?
Well, you know, the buck stops there, right? I did not understand his wishes to go after people who are legally here and trying to do right by them and their families. And I didn't understand that that's what he was trying to do. From what I understood, from what he has said, and from what ICE officials have said, that is not at all what they're doing. And then all the representatives of them are stating the same thing. That's not what we're doing. We're going after the criminals. Well, what happened here? This situation is just totally, just blatantly not at all what they said it was. And the people that I know, the liberal people that I know really well, really close people, you know, that I know, warned me that that's what they worried about, that ICE was just going to go after everybody arbitrarily, just grab them all, sort them out, and not really care what kind of damage they're doing to, whether it's a business locally or whether it's the families that they're destroying actually by doing this. I would argue, like I said, I would argue that that's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing. Well, now I have to rethink a lot of things. Buyer's remorse, I don't know, a little bit. Yeah, it's going to reflect on what I did and who I voted for. And I'm going to wonder why they did what they did. And I'd like some kind of explanation if they cared to give it at all.
So the Supreme Court has now cleared the path for this new administration to strip all legal protections from hundreds of thousands, over 500,000 people to be exact, who will be at risk of being deported. From these four main countries. We have Haiti, we have Cuba, we have Nicaragua, and Venezuela. And it's total chaos in LA. Total chaos. Actually, they have called in the Marines. So let's continue.
For those of you throwing temper tantrums in the streets of LA because of ICE, you do realize that America isn't the only country that deports illegal immigrants, right? Every other country deports illegal immigrants. I think you guys just can't fathom that a president is actually doing what he said he was going to do, because he warned you about this months ago. He actually advised you to figure it out, because if you don't self-deport, he will deport you. These riots aren't happening because ICE is breaking a law. These riots are happening because ICE is enforcing a law. All Trump is saying is, if you want to be here, do it legally. And I still cannot believe that you guys do not know the difference between a legal alien and an illegal immigrant. I would know, because I am here legally. I am a legal alien. I have an alien number. I have a social security number. I've been through the system. ICE isn't looking for me. I'm safe. Because I did it legally. That's all he's asking. Also, why do you think that the appropriate response is to light the American flag on fire and spit on the flag of the very country that you are refusing to leave? If it's so bad, get the fuck out of here. We're trying to help you. We're trying to do you a favor.
How do I feel about deportation? And I will say I do have some mixed views. However, with all my years of experience in recruiting or serving as a soldier in some kind of recruited capacity, nearly 20 years, I have ran into many high school students who have the desire to serve but lack the citizenship status and are undocumented. And the only thing I can think of is, imagine being brought here as an infant or as a very young child. You are told your whole life to stay out of trouble, do good things, good grades, go to college or go to the military. And you do all of those things. And some of these kids that I've talked to and that I'm referring to are in the top 10% of their class. They reach that level. And when it's time for them to do something great, they have all their dreams stripped from them because they're just undocumented.